What up, Seeking Knowledge family, man? Y'all know who it is. It's S33. And here on episode 8, season 19, I'm just sitting here pondering on an acronym for T.R.Y. T.R.Y. So that's how I'm pondering my thoughts is, I don't say all over the place, but you know, my ancestors always giving them downloads. And I just came up with taking risks yourself. Before I get into this message, right, we know I'm an author of a book titled From the Hood to the Church. You can find it on Amazon. I also got the ebook titled From the Hood to the Church Annotated, which can be found on Amazon as well. I also have a children's book titled Dad, Where's My Fish, which can be found on Barnes & Noble. I also have another children's book, which can be found on my Facebook page. It's the pinned post. If you look at my Facebook page, you'll see a book titled Diamond and the Baby Husky. It's a children's book. I dedicate this book to my sister, who's no longer here with me. She's an ancestor. Read that book, order the book through my link that's on my page. And especially to all y'all children, y'all mothers that got children out there, y'all need a great read. Dad, Where's My Fish and Diamond and Baby Husky. It's a great book to read to your children. Finally, I will be working. Well, I'm gonna say finally. Yes, finally, I will be working on my fifth book titled From the Hood to the Church Part 2, why I chose spirituality over religion. I have a few days off from my 9 to 5, so I'm gonna start putting my thoughts on paper. You know, it's the reason why I can't decide to do a Part 2, because when I did Part 1 of that book, I was religious. I was in the church. If you haven't read that book, I guarantee you, I recommend you go on Amazon and order it and check it out. It's what I overcame. But a lot has changed since 2019. I'm on a spiritual journey now. Like, I believe in chakras and sage and grounding, earth and walking in the grass. I believe in tree talking to the trees. I'm on a spiritual journey, so that's why I came over From the Hood to the Church, Part 2, why I chose spirituality over religion. Shout out to my sister Felicia Carter for doing the book cover for me, like a dope-ass book cover. Like, I love her work, man. She's very talented. So if you need a book cover done, holla at my sis. But that book, my goal is to have that book drop this year. So it's gonna happen. It's just me. I ain't gonna say procrastinating, just have a lot going on, but since I got a few days off from my 9 to 5, I will be putting my thoughts on paper. I can go and get that book published. You feel me? Because I got the foundation, got the book cover done. Really just waiting on me is just waiting on me to put them thoughts on paper. Let's go. Everybody want to know why I'm feeling so good. I'm looking so good to be my age, how that weight is dropping, how I'm being active. It's all because of Herbalife, because of the #1 nutritional wellness company in the world. They have amazing products, amazing people. They have amazing trainings. Like, they just have an amazing company. Shout out to Mark Hughes, the founder of this company. He transitioned in 2000, I believe, but his legacy is still living on. This company is over in 95 plus countries and counting. We have amazing products. If you want to see the business side of things, you want to do it full-time, part-time, like my sponsor, my mentor, my homie, my friend Alicia Baker, been doing this shit for 11 years, and I'm seeing all the trips she take. I'm just seeing the results that she got us, and she stayed consistent. And me, I've been in the game a few months, but we got results from taking the products. I do have a distributor under me. I have a few people that did their wellness intake. But one thing I like about this company, you don't get paid for signing people up. Well, you don't get paid for signing people up as a distributor or have them doing wellness intake. You get paid when they order something. So that's why I like this company. Most companies, you get paid for signing people up. No, with this company, you don't. And I'm glad it's like that, because it teaches you how to take a risk. It teaches you how to grind instead of not depending on the people around you. Don't get me around, you can depend on your team, but it teaches you how to depend on yourself at the end of the day. So Herbalife is where it's at. Look it up. It's the #1 nutritional wellness company in the world. You look it up, I guarantee you're gonna like it. But Ain't no buts. It's a dope ass company, straight up. But what can I say about this IO app, man? I've been on this app for 2 years. I'm a brand ambassador. I connected with some amazing people. Once I get back mobile, I'm gonna start hitting these different spots in Houston to become extras in these films. And guess how I figured all this out? By the people I connected with on the IO app. I done talked to like a few actors on the actresses on the IO app who gave me some resources, and I really want to find some like-minded people and start doing skits. Maybe I need to talk to my brother James and Devontae and Joe, and my Mud brothers, about doing skits and just putting ourselves out there when it comes to the acting, because that's something I'm really gonna do. But to connect with some like-minded people, some dope-ass people that's in your field or outside of your field, you can go to the Google Store or the Apple Store and download the IO app, OWWLL. Once you download the IO app, you put my referral code in, Brewster, BREWSTER, and get $10 credit to your account so you can build your network. Because your words will be determined by the people you network with. You know how I would say you become number 5 or 6 of people that the people connected with. Man, you can get on the IO app and connect with some dope ass people, man, who can give you resources, give you the tools you need, give you the advice you need, or maybe even give you the help you need. I ain't gonna lie, but you gotta download the app right now. OWWLL. Put my referral code in, which is my last name, Brewster, BREWSTER. You get that $10 credit to your account. And let's go. But look, before I get into this message, I do not own the rights to this music, but you know I love my meditation songs. They just make my podcast seem much knowledgeable, because I'm seeking knowledge. It just makes it seem more relaxing, peaceful, and calm, and real, because I like meditation music. So let me get into this message. The acronym for TRY, taking risks yourself. I like to take risks, because, and what I mean by that, like investing. People say investing is risky. Shit, life is risky. You gotta risk going in your car. You gotta risk driving down the highway, getting to work. You gotta risk walking outside without nobody running up on you and trying to take your life. And I'm just being real. People say investing in writing books or starting a podcast, or people say entrepreneurship is risky. Life is risky. Like my whole life, like I was taking risks. I don't even lie. Like I didn't took risks for my life in dangers. I didn't took risks for everybody else's life in dangers. When I was out in the streets doing dumb shit, I'm taking the risk by putting your life in danger. It wasn't a guarantee that we was gonna make it back home. When I used to steal cars and shit, I used to take a risk by putting their life in danger. This was not necessarily that we was gonna make it back home. I'm just saying. But take risks yourself, y'all. Take the right risk. Let me just say that. Take risks yourself, or taking risks yourself. You gotta take a risk. You gotta take risks, especially if you got kids out here. If you're trying to leave that legacy or turn your last name to an asset, you gotta take the right risk. You gotta connect with the right people. You might don't want to write that book. I might want to start that podcast just because you don't have the right resources. But take that risk by starting that podcast. If you don't get the sponsors, that's cool. If you don't get past season 1, that's cool, but you took the risk to start it. If you have a goal to publish books or a book, take that risk. Taking a risk yourself, take that risk. If you write that book and you don't sell not one of them, you don't get not one review, but guess what? You took a risk to start that book. A lot of people are afraid of taking risks because they always think, all right, I'm going to fail, or it's not going to work. Stop listening to them thoughts. You're in your emotions right now. Taking risks yourself is something we all need. You got to do in life. You take a risk going to these jobs, right? Because you know they're going to give you a check. Why not take a risk yourself and bet on yourself and start that podcast, start the entrepreneur journey, write that book. And I'm talking to me when I keep saying writing that book, because I know I got to write that book. But taking risks yourself, it's a good thing. It all depends on you take the right risk, like investing. Like I haven't been investing in stocks lately. I have through Cash App, but I had to pour the money out and use it on dumb shit. I ain't gonna even lie. When I was smoking, a lot of money I had invested in stocks. I put that out. But I take risks by putting my money in the. I don't smoke anywhere, by the way. I'm grateful. I'm thankful for that. But I have taken risks by putting my money into stocks. Everybody know the market fluctuates. Everybody know it go up and down like a roller coaster. But that's a risk I took, and I ain't gonna lie, I seen an increase. But I need to find another platform to invest in stocks, because I love investing in stocks, because I know that's the future, and I know they have recession-proof stocks that will do things in the market when everything else crashes. But taking risks yourself, it's a must in life, especially as a melanated brother, as a man. You gotta take risks for your family, man. And I'm saying take the right risks. Don't go out there and do nothing dumb where you can risk your life or risk getting incarcerated. But take the right risks. Taking risks yourself. Take the right risks. When it comes to entrepreneurship, when it comes to your, especially you got a family out there, you got wife, kids out there, you gotta make sure you take the right risks. So everybody want to leave that legacy. Everybody want to build that empire. Everybody want to leave something for their kids. Like me, I'm gonna say another story. Like 3 days ago, I injured my back. Right, lifting up some water at my job, pinched my nerve. But you know me, I'm hard-headed. I was taking risks by damaging my back even worse, because I still wanted to get up and work out. Even though I took a day off when it happened, but the next day my shit was still hurt. I still got up, I ran, I walked, did my exercise. It was a struggle getting through it, but I'm taking the risk by injuring my back even worse, just because I ain't want to lay down. But once you got in your mind to continue to better your health, you're going to take that risk to get better. And now my back feels just fine. I got up and walked an hour early, did my exercise. But that's a risk I had to take. And that risk could have went sideways. I could have permanently damaged my back due to a pinched nerve. But when you got the right people around you, and my sponsor, my mentor, my homie, Arlicia's sponsor, mentor, one of her uplines reached out to me and gave me some tips and tools, and I really appreciate that. Instead of running, walk on a flat surface. But that's a risk I had to take. I was gambling with my life. Could have injured my back even worse, but guess what? I'm fine. I feel good. But look, I know this message might be all over the place, but look, taking risks yourself is a must. Like I said, you risk all your energy on each job. Why not risk starting that business? Start your entrepreneur journey, because I'm going to be real. A 9 to 5 is not going to make you success. Just working a 9 to 5 is not going to make you success. You got to have another stream of income. You got to have another source of income. So look, y'all, try, and that's why I like it's called Try. Even though I don't try, I'm going to do it, I just don't do it, but taking risks yourself, because you're trying. When you take a risk, when you invest in them stocks, and you write that book, even if that book don't never become the bestseller, you tried. You did some shit that somebody else didn't do. But look, I'm not gonna take much of y'all time, man. Thank y'all so much. And shout out to everybody that supported me by sharing it, commenting, listening to it. Because I got people outside the continent, outside the United States that stepped into my podcast. That's why I say I have an international talk show. So I have people all around this world in different continents to listen to my podcast. Look, y'all, taking risks yourself is a must. Peace and blessings.